as we conclude with this lovely day dedicated to love. I know that I thought I was concluding, but I decided to give us another little short. Love is easy for the ones of us who did get the capacity to be here today in 2024, and for those who got here from that other end of the spectrum. So whether you healed childhood trauma with a good therapist, or you got the opportunity to have a child-centric environment, and so a healthy caregiver and more, the point is that love is an easy road, and that's why knock knock, who's there? Love. Do you choose to stay or do you choose to go? You choose to stay. You don't say to someone, I think I love you. You actively will know you love a person, and that's because healthy self-worth means that. It means you know how to love yourself first. This is not a hard equation for those, again, who are tuning in to anything self-help, self-empowerment, personal development. You're a mystic or not? Are you spirituality or not? And I'm being right straightforward. If you don't know how to love all 8 billion and growing people, you have not yet gained the capacity to love yourself first. You don't know what it is to love yourself first. If you did, you'd have an equanimous, open heart. Now, this is the part of where it's a restorative embodiment, self-aware person. It's an integrated brain. You don't have to suffer. Do not. It is not true that nature is suffering. The people who suffer actively are those who use their temporal junction, and then those who conceptualize. For example, when a butterfly turns into butterfly, with the description of it in minute detail, deciding to give to you, basically, let me describe how it is for pulling teeth out of a mouth. So someone with that, not lack of imagination, with that decisiveness, they chose the words, they chose to describe to you, they used what is your neuroplastic agent and mine. They gave you a narrative, they gave you a story, they gave you words, they gave you a description of sensations, and now they're having you feel something. So this is what it means for you to be a capacity usage of your brain person in my book. So if you want to tell me you're smart, then you're going to know that if I describe to you something in one way or another way, that it makes a difference. If you want to be one of those who says you have to. So I know that I'm going to be looking to my words, but I use just as many words as anybody else does. The difference is that I try to consistently expand, and then there are the ones who want to consistently box things up. My boxes are human love narrative and the Fibonacci. So it's not a box. It's an infinite spiral that consistently moves out. Away and away and away we go. And the people who don't like this are the same people who want to say one or the other, and that's because they don't use an integrated brain. So they don't know how to sit with A and B, which is why you have people saying, excuse me, you're mistaking and confusing spirituality and sciences. No, I'm not. I'm bringing them together. Your brain doesn't capacitate because your state of consciousness is a narrow one, which is only using your left, which is an adaptive child, by the way, which is a Cusco, by the way, which is very uninteresting intellectually, mentally, and emotionally. At a certain point for me, no, emotionally, I've gotten so used to just having fun because, you know, what are you going to do when people want to continue to box up life in this human suffering love narrative? And when you say, excuse me, I have a different experience. I love to love. It's easy. That doesn't mean you're in the absence of feelings. So people who have had the challenge with when I describe to them that I don't suffer personally, smart people, because smart people, they see you. They don't see you with what their 14-month-old, 3-year-old wants to see. No, they watch you walk, they watch you talk, they keep watching you. You see, smart people are observers. They're observers who know how to put their biases to the side. A smart person does not taint a picture with their likes or dislikes. A smart person consistently does dharma, which is the Jacob, which you see my eyes, because this is something easy for me. I was a teen already noticing these teens bullshitting me the entirety, and I'm wondering, what the fuck are you doing? I don't understand it. I didn't curse as a teenager. I just knew one thing. You're lying, you're lying, you're lying, you're lying, you're lying, and you're all lying about lying, and I don't really give a shit. I have better things to do with my life than be here. And then I grew up. And now I just don't bother because liars are really just Cuscos who are having fun with other Cuscos, and I don't have time for Cuscos. They're boring. Yeah. So long story short, because I wanted to make a short one for you all, love is easy. So when you notice smart men and women in days, you notice that they know how to be actual badasses. And that means they will watch. As they watch, When you say, I don't suffer, let me explain it to you. They don't have their bias saying you have to do things the way I do things, meaning you have to do life the way I do life. No, they have, I do life one way, Maria's doing life another way. Fair and square. I see you, I saw, and you did speak the truth. It's a smart person. Stupid people continue to box things up into boxes. Yes, stupid. You know why stupid? Because a neuroplastic agent of shame cycle does this. Around and around we go, around and around we go, and that's it. And it's not funny, it's not even interesting. It's the same stories that you hear from anyone who tells you that humans are shitty or humans have to suffer or anything that, again, doesn't go to the other end of the spectrum, and then another one and another one. And that's why enlightenment, soul, age group, this and that are true, which is why, like my lovely friend said, you're a hypocrite, Maria, because you think that and this are true. And then the pseudoscience, it's bullshit. And your woo-woo spiritual stuff is bullshit. Yeah, it can be bullshit. It's okay. It's bullshit for you. It's other stuff for other people. And so again, love is easy, love is kind, and love is also we tease and we have fun. And does it mean that we enjoy when people chase around? They don't chase me around in hallways. No, I'm not an academic. Oh, Daniel, he's so awesome. Dr. Daniel Siegel. So he gets chased down hallways. I just learned to look at people and say, wow, they're so cute. And then to share funny stories with you all. And then to switch up my tone. And then to try and hear myself with my tone. See, this is self-awareness, accountability, and regulation skills. It's fun to do self-help and personal development. For woo-woo spiritual, it's not bullshit. And for 5D mystics, not bullshit again. And for people who know love, come on over, have fun. We have functional adults, so we heal trauma one person at a time, one relationship at a time, and all of us at a time, because we know my home is your home. My body is not your body, actually. So what I mean is we are here to welcome and unite humanity. We evolve, we expand consciousness, the Fibonacci. So smart people come together because the ones who are arrogant, they are not smart. They're also not yet healed. So their ego needs time to say, do I think I'm self-worthy? I think I love you, but I don't know what I want in life. And I'm going to keep on walking in and out and doing shit like that. And yeah, we're not like, again, 44. I'm getting older personally. I'm having more fun in life with the smart people. I'm really happy about the 5D Collective FYI announcement. As we close on out, yeah, I finally found what I'm looking for. So I've always known what I was looking for. And that is to help people. As my 8-year-old self, I said, I want to help people. And while the external people think I've changed my mind, I say, no. I knew my heart said, Maria, a 3-year-old, who's an 8-year-old, not want to help people. And here's where, you know what the therapist people say, you know, your memory's faulty. You're changing your story. Oh, I love that. Sure, you know everything about what's going on in my brain. Let me look at you like a 3-year-old and make sure that I respectfully look at you like a 3-year-old and say, Oh, no, wait. You learn silence. What I learned about silence is that I love it. I love it. And I love being in Krishna Lila mode. It is the most amazing thing to return to your wholeness again and again and again, which is what you will do, at least piece of pure consciousness. Come on over. Let's play the game of life with that thing called pure consciousness and pure energy. It's called Purusha Prakriti, and we don't do it the ancient way. We do it the modern way, which is why, how dare they discredit and disgrace and do everything is, wow, pedestal. Anyone have a pedestal for them? No, you know what? We're going to put you up there. Who knows the story of the Tower of Babylon? How tall can we get them? No, then they would fall. We don't want to get them too tall. We're going to get them just right tall enough, like that perfect porridge, so that we can say, you have a hill, you're over there. You're on Mount Olympus. You're all there, gods and goddesses. We're having fun over here. You can have fun over there. See, this is a 3-year-old brain, and it's amazing. Thank you again for stopping by. Your woo-woo podcast host is out for the day, and I hope you're having a great day for love and more. So tune in if you do enjoy. Again, we're here to have fun. Besides do obviously self-help, personal development. That's with our masterclass, our one-to-one mentorship. Here, you just get to know me, and you get to know why I'm called a woo-woo spiritual. And then you get to know how fun it is to be a divine feminine. Oh, we don't have pain, Rabbi, not the way you think. Oh, believe me, we're so happy we don't get those texts back. Because really, Who wants to get texted back by somebody who needs a therapist and won't go to one? No, I don't want one like that. No, no, it's okay. We don't think wedding bells, Venus, a goddess of May. Don't worry, we're not laughing at you. We're waiting for the man who has the actual balls to actually speak something. Oh, wait a minute, there are men that have the actual balls. And then you say, excuse me, do you have a monogamous relationship with your wife, or is it a polyamorous and polygamous? I don't know. I see. You think I'm being serious. You think I'm making a big deal because you're flirting with me and actively making me aware that you want to fuck me, and I don't want to. And I'm wondering again, you didn't answer my question. Because, see, I'm wondering, you're a grown human being. You're not a teenager. You're not a young person, meaning you know what responsibility, right? Don't you know responsibility? Oh, I didn't lose respect for you. I'm just wondering, how are you using your brain today? You know, there's good therapists that could help you get a hold of your 3-year-old so you could walk around with integrity versus with the shame button. It's not something that Lucifer did. No, the fallen angels are all people who lost their 1-year-old secure attachment somewhere. They lost it. That's something sacred you're looking for? Yeah, it's called trauma. Anyone? Oh, I'm going to break it down however many ways I can. Trauma again. Trauma. Trauma. Oh, I love it. I love it. And not the trauma part. What I love is thinking of people who go on random websites. Oh, no, they're going to self-diagnose themselves with PTSD. Wow, lady. Wow. Some human being on some random, yes, good piece of information. Once again, YouTube land. You got a bunch of people. I'm afraid that everyone's going to go and use that. You should be compassionate for people with PTSD. You should be compassionate for a lot of people who don't know how to be kind to each other. Any person who doesn't know how to handle shit being thrown at them hasn't yet learned how to be a human. I know all about shit getting thrown at you, and then I plant and make flowers. I know about the Dalai Lama getting shit from a human being as they went up to him and said, "How dare you smile in the face of suffering?" And I'm like, wow, he didn't learn about business culture and how to study about who you're going to go visit before you go to them. And that's why any person who meets me, nobody's perfect. Yeah, I know nobody's perfect, but I'm saying he didn't learn about business culture. Don't you ever miss out? Yeah, I do actually. I do fuck up things a lot, but I take ownership of it. And that's meaning I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry, Dalai Lama. I didn't learn that you know, I would have basically apologized is what I'm saying. The dude didn't apologize. The Dalai Lama gave him a good answer. If it's a true thing, because, you know, they make up quotes all the time. But long story short, self-aware people, oh, nobody's perfect. We're flawed. We're imperfect. We just unconditionally love. And the beauty of being able to know that all philosophy is philosophy, but that sciences does show what your brain is made of. And your brain is my brain. And, well, I know some people say, you're a special star. No, I'm not. I'm a human body, don't you see? And if we talk about consciousness, it's an intelligence which is invisible to the naked eye. So dark matter and dark energy essentially is all that we are, and from darkness comes the light. And so technically everything will return to darkness, which is why that infinity spiral, well, yes, we do forget who we are and where we come from. Some of us don't forget, which is why we don't want to return. I don't want to die. The one thing that I consistently know about myself, I don't want to, because then I won't remember. Then I'll have to come to start again. And I'll have fun. I will. I did this time. I will the next time. And this is why I'm woo-woo lady. I feel woo-woo when I do this stuff. My lovely viewers, I'm serious, but I also enjoy being here with you all. So I'm keeping on going like the Energizer battery that can. And tapping into your infinite higher human conscious potential is the most amazing. I still remember when I was opened up to it. I remember I shared the experience. It was not appreciated. It's a very sad thing. 15 minutes. I shared it because it was something I felt was worth sharing, because it was initiated and I know it was brought forth because of that other. But that other does not appreciate 15-minute voice notes as other people, and then they don't appreciate hearing or catching up with or saying, hey, so what was it that you told me? And that means that they have no enjoyment from it. And that's okay, because we all enjoy different things. So when someone doesn't appreciate something that is a moment of life, or 15 minutes of a moment of life that takes your breath away, you know what a person who knows what they experience does? Wow. They're missing out on something. But then again, they're not, because they don't enjoy it anyways. Otherwise, they would have listened to it in the first place. So it's all good. I'm living it. I know what I live. They don't care to know. It's not important. That's the one thing that a 1-year-old who's freely loving will not be like, oh, I'm so sad that they don't have the same fun that I do. And here's a story. So I'll use this. I love to give gifts to my little sister when she was little. Still now too, but now she's grown. So she can ask me what she wants. She knows if I can, I'll get it for her. That's my choice. She knows because I told her, you're my little baby sister. Even if you get older, I'm going to always spoil you if I can. But long story short, I would notice that there was not excitement. And so I was like bummed out about it. And I was like, why do you not like the gifts? Is there something? No, Maria, no, this is how I don't do gift giving, meaning this is how I am. And so by the second time, as I'm giving her a gift and she's doing her thing, I'm like, don't pout about it. She told you. And that was the only other time. And then I got used to it. That's how you accept that people have different ways that they will think and emotionally pick up on life. So if you are meaningless to someone, meaning that they don't enjoy that you're sharing something of your life with them, a person who is mature, meaning self-reliant, meaning understanding, and of course you can be bummed out. We all have a bummed out. Bummed out means, I would have liked to share something, but realistically, grown up will say someone has a different way of feeling about it. You don't even switch it up with, I'm going to give them something, they have to give me. You don't need to give you don't need to give meaning or purpose or add or take away. You can actively accept neutrality and duality. I, as a self, like to share moments of life from the depths of me. Other does not. That's it. This is the unflappability of a securely attached, integrated brain, restorative embodiment person, and this is a freely loving, consistently loving, expanding piece of consciousness human being, and a Fibonacci is what I'm going to use today. And that's because you actively accept that you feel differently and think differently about the 24 hours of so-called life and how to utilize that limited time with respect. Not with a 1-year-old who says, you didn't give me the attention that I was seeking, therefore you don't love me, and I'm going to, with my 1-year-old attached panicky, get pissy in my pants about it, and now say you don't love me, that I'm not special, that I'm not da-da-da. So that you may process a moment of grief. So this is where when we process things, that's something I actually did want to share with you all. Where are you? There's a sentence from one of the cards that I was looking at. I don't have them. They're not my cards. But let me find it. One moment, please. Grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. So this is a card deck. I don't know what they're called, of a reader that I love to follow. Happiness. I'm aware that being happy means I'm on the right path. So that's where inside of you. Sun card. When you lose something, and the sun can represent that inner child. So losing someone or something is where you gain in their absence. And some people talk about this as post-traumatic growth. Okay, so there's a lot of different ways you grow. Growth. I want to expand my consciousness and awareness so you can consistently expand through yourself. Blame. Accepting responsibility for your own well-being so people can do that. Freedom. Possessing the power and free will to create your own happiness. And the freedom to be yourself and have your own sense of self and self-worth comes from self-reflection, self-awareness, self-accountability, self-regulation skills, which is what I just described to you. So the poutiness, for those of us who are consistently navigating that pure consciousness, pure energy, is because we're not going to stay blue in the moment as the stuff is coming up with the inner growth mindset, with your choice of self-awareness. You process it, move beyond it, and you accept, and that's it. And you do it again. And that's how you create resiliency as well, instead of complaining about, I don't want to do personal development, self-help. I don't want to be myself. I'm going to leave now. Bye. I'll see you later because I want to be myself and you don't want to be your authentic self. So you're going to be another one of those who lies to me all the time, and that's boring. Okay, so we want true love, not the boring kind, which is not true. True love, functional adults. That's how we're organizing it, because they're with their oxytocin gene hormone. They have secure attachment. They know how to be their safe haven, secure base. Whether you're solo, polyamory, and or monoamory, you're a person who knows how to say, knock, knock, who's there? I love you. Not I think, I do. And I know we're always going to rise higher and higher and higher, because that's how love works for some of us, not for all of us. The human suffering love narrative, they're over there, somewhere out there, over there on YouTube land. Thank you for stopping by. Mwah. Have a great day.